In this video, we will investigate how we can summarize an inequalities graph in interval notation. Interval notation is used, as I said earlier, to summarize a graph with key numbers. The way we summarize the graph with key numbers is we put in some type of parentheses, the low number first, comma, the high number. Interval notation will always be read from left to right, low, comma, high. Depending on the type of inequality, the parentheses might be slightly different. We use curved parentheses for less than or greater than, and we use square parentheses when the inequality is greater than or equal to, or less than and equal to. Sometimes we will use infinity or negative infinity in our inequality. In this case, we will always use curved parentheses, as you can never be exactly equal to infinity. Let's take a look at some examples where we find interval notation. In this example, we have a graph that starts at -2 and goes off forever on the end. Because it goes off forever on the end, we'll assume that goes up to infinity. -2 then is the low number. Infinity is the high number. Because there is a closed dot at -2, this means we are equal to -2, and we will use a square parentheses to reflect that. On the other side, infinity always gets a curved parentheses. Let's consider another example. In this problem, we are given an interval from -infinity to -1. This means the graph is stopping at -1. Notice the curved parentheses. This means we're not exactly equal to -1. We recall from graphing inequalities that we use an open dot when we're not exactly equal to the number. Negative infinity is the other side, showing the graph is going off the left side. Coloring in our shade gives us the graph that matches the interval -infinity to -1. The advantage of interval notation is it can summarize a graph in a much more compact space using key numbers.